One of the youngest competitors here in AGC history is Tito Carle from Grappling Education in Sydney. He's a purple belt. He's competed at the highest level, won open weight tournaments. He's taken home some sweet belts before, and he may be looking to start off fresh here tonight on the AGC series.
Few competitors tonight employing the shirt-off jiu-jitsu style.
Something I will never be confident in.
No.
But shout out to them. Well done.
Also, big props in being in the over 77 and throwing the shirt off as well.
Not a lot of boys can do that.
No. Doesn't seem to struggle.
Wow, fast-paced action here starting this matchup.
Tito being 17 does have a...
I don't believe he's 17.
I want to see a passport, driver's license, birth certificate, something. Yeah. I need some sort of adult confirmation that he is actually 17 years old. He's won multiple open weight championships in the previous tournaments over the last year. So the fact that he's here tonight on the AGC series is not surprising.
I did get to see him roll warming up with some of the guys earlier, and it was very impressive, not just in power, but his technical ability as well.
He says that he's a specialist in all areas. He also reassures some pressure in his jiu-jitsu. So look for him to get to side control, potentially look to create some scaffold pressure, bringing a lot of pressure direct through the chest. So it'd be interesting to see once these two competitors do hit the ground, if it does get there. But also interesting to see what he can bring when he gets to the back, if this was to go to EBI overtime rounds. Looking for some throws, but here we've got George looking to attack as well. Nice fast pace for the big boys.
Tito has said that he does train, the comp team at his gym does train 2 to 3 times a day, so I can only imagine how good you will get training that much.
The fact that he competes under somebody that has competed at the ADCC Worlds in 2019, which I had the pleasure of witnessing, it's no easy tournament to get to that. They select, the winners of trials to get there, and the fact that he trains under that means the level of that competition and that team is at the highmost. It's fantastic, and we're seeing this now in this young 17-year-old.
I dare say there's not many 17-year-olds out there holding a purple belt under someone at that level.
George coming from Western Australia in Perth. He's competed as a multiple-time Perth submission grappling champion, and he's looking for a leg arm entanglement now, but Tito shrugs it off with ease. Slap and bump, and they're back at it, and fast pressure from Tito, looking for a big takedown, but George is on the guillotine. Very exciting match for these two. The referee's definitely getting paid tonight. Shirt's coming undone. Lots of sweat dripping from the forehead of the referee. A lot of pressure with these two on the stage.
Something interesting is George did mention he's only had a month of prep for this due to tearing his LCL at the end of last year.
It's not nice. I've done that myself, and I certainly would not be going into a over 77 tournament. But, I mean, all credit to him. It'd be interesting to see how it does fare if he was to be getting into a leg entanglement with Tito or any of the other competitors tonight. May play an issue when it comes to the confidence. Who knows? At the moment, we're seeing a lot of stand-up, which is fantastic for the big boys. Guess only time will tell. See what happens.
George trains under Josephine Mazziello, black belt, female world champ. So he brings that expertise to the mat tonight.
George specializes in Kimura traps and back attacks. So if it does go to the EBI overtime, I predict that he would opt to get onto the back of Tito. Tito being explosive, I would not be surprised if that does start to escape very, very quickly.
I'm surprised how long these competitors have been on their feet at the beginning of this match. It's been really highly contested on the feet.
I don't think either of them wants to get stuck under the other one.
Referee brings it back into the center when we reset. Tito's looked for a trip a few times. It may be interesting to see whether or not he does look to trip George's leg and actually get him into a scarf hold position where he can apply that pressure that he is confident in getting to. So keep an eye out for Tito looking to trip the left leg of George here. Looking for an overhook. Both looking for neckties and wrist control here. Tito in on the double. Drives. Can he get it?
Oh,
No. Once again, we reset. The crowd's loving tonight's action here at AGC at the Arca Bar out of Adelaide, South Australia.
I think both competitors are being mindful of the edge of the stage tonight.
Being that a few under 77s fell off the stage, the crowd's obviously blessed the fact that it was the under 77. I'd hate to be in the first row of the crowd tonight when these two over 100 competitors fall on top of you at a fast pace when somebody's trying to double leg.
Yeah, I think that's why we're seeing a bit of extra control from both competitors.
Thanks to the ref for being aware of the stage management. It's a good thing these stages are reinforced heavy-duty. You don't want some sort of WWE suplex off the top rope sort of scenario where both get a takedown and the ring collapses.
So when we're looking at the stand-up action like we are, what kind of positioning does give you an advantage to work toward a takedown?
In my opinion, head control. Oh, and Tito takes the seat. For the stand-up, head control definitely plays a factor. If you can control the head, you can control the spine, you can control the body. In this position, they back up. Tito takes the seat again. He's ready. He realizes there's 3.5 minutes left. May not want to go to overtime.
Definitely at this weight class, obviously the longer the matches go is definitely got to be a massive disadvantage.
In the previous tournaments, we've seen a lot of the over 77 matches end quite quickly. For the competitors that have gone the entire 10 minutes into the overtime rounds, cardio does play a factor. So I hope that both of these competitors are up on the cardio. George looking for a Kimura trap here. I believe, no, looks to engage, looks to pass. Tito inverting, looking to throw up a triangle. George doing well, passing, throwing the legs to the side, looking to pass to the side. Tito wrist control, preventing George from passing. George separates, Tito open guard.
Both competitors very fast for their size.
It's fantastic to see. Lots of excitement for both the crowd here and at home. Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you're enjoying the show.
Tito on
a Kimura. Up on it. May look to step over the body, may look to step over the head here. Looking to put a lot of pressure. May look to put on an arm straightener. This is where Tito brings in that pressure that he was talking about, looking for the Kimura. He may look to throw his right leg over George's head here and look for the Kimura, working on wrist control. He does not have his wrist yet. He's looking to... And the taps. Fantastic. Fantastic pressure, fantastic control.
I missed that submission. Was that the straight arm or?
I'm not too sure.
It looked like he was setting up a Kimura. It may have been a shoulder. It may have been a lot of pressure on the shoulder there. I'm not too sure. He did not get a full figure four. So it'd be interesting to
It
find
could have
out.
been preemptive. He could have known he was in a lot of trouble there. Obviously, both competitors quite very friendly with each other. I actually saw them rolling together earlier today, so great match.